Right, we're out on the river again. Bit of an unplanned trip, so yeah, it's quite bright out and quite a pleasant day, but there was a bit of a nip in the air. Um, I'm just on the main river, so there's quite a few patches of bubbles coming up. So I suspect there's quite a lot of bream around. It's flat calm at the moment, so it's looks really picturesque. Um, yeah, I've got two rods out, allowed two rods on the main river, so I'm just about to recast. We're going to put some Pacific tuna on one of them, and then both with PVA bags, just to try and sort of add a little bit of attraction in there. Yeah, dropped in one swim on the backwater. Sadly, nothing there. Yeah, quite a pleasant evening, but there's a lot of bitey things out, or certainly where I am, or maybe it's just round me because I've been bitten a few times. Yeah, it's looking really good out. Been a few paddle boarders and um, kayakers going through, so I sort of stirred it up a little bit. But lots of fish rising. I think there's probably a lot of rudd as well, big shoulder rudd that have come through. So that was nice to see. Sort of gutted didn't have a float rod because that had been really good fun. But yeah, there's lots of fish rising, lots of patches of bubbles coming up. So I do think there's bream, or maybe some carp feeding out there. It's starting to sort of get a bit darker now. No bites yet. There's water's still pretty still and calm. Um, yeah, just hoping one of those rods to go around in a little bit hard to see in with the backdrop. But yeah, should be able to hear the clutch. It's quite busy with swans down the river. There's 4 swans at the moment, further down, so hopefully they will stay down there. As I know the other day one of them picked up my bait and gave it a good old shake before dropping it, so quite glad I didn't actually hook it and have to land a swan. I've had that before, not easy. Sort of zipped up and trying to keep the insects away. I don't know if anyone else uses this. Skin so soft. Actually, using it not for my skin, but keep the insects away. Yeah, doesn't seem to be doing a good job at the moment because they're just hitting me from from all angles. So I've already been bitten a couple of times, which isn't great, but hopefully the old skin so soft. I've just seen something fly to my hand. Hopefully this will do its trick. I've just covered myself in it. Just right, it's the following morning. And yeah, sadly didn't have anything last night. Sort of hung it out. Um, it looked good. It looked spot on for a bite, but nothing happened. I did see one of the other guys as I was coming off, and yeah, he blanked as well, so a bit disappointing, but I think that's one of the things that you don't catch every time. I think, being realistic, you're lucky to sort of catch every other time. So it's you know, you have your fair share of blanks, and you learn to take them. I know they're not the greatest, and you can knock your confidence, but yeah, you just get on with it. So back out the following morning, again it just looks flat calm out here. There's a few ripples, a few fish breaking the surface. Got out a bit later than I would have hoped, but here now, right, we've come down onto the backwater. So a couple of swims I looked at. There's a few people as well on here, so made my way right up, quite close to the weir. It's quite a deep patch here, and there's a lot of streamer weed, so it's always like this swim, because it's just it generally holds fish with the depth and the streamer weed. So been getting quite a few chub rattles as well, so they shook off the first bit of bait, so I've just put a bit more on, just moved it downstream a little bit, just in near another patch of weed, and see if I can get anything. So let's see how that goes.